Acropolis church. And I've been to a few baptisms there. That you can touch it from the picture. I mean, you can think of putting your face in your skin hurting. So Lubadaris was another project of his. He uses sort of a Japanese pagoda. He was also influenced by Japanese architecture. Japanese pagoda entrance. If you look at the floor around the church, you'll see little temples in marble. I didn't put them here, you can do some. And he has on the church itself lots of church-like designs, okay, that are there. He didn't only have that, he also had the work to go up to the Hill of the Muses, the nymphs, and that's my daughter a few years ago walking up. Here, he does more things. So you'll find even a face with a smile, you'll find lots of little things. These are found art. It's called spoglia. The Italians have a word for it from architecture. So he went to the quarries, he became a friend with all the quarries. He said, give me, it's like the butcher, okay, give me your best piece of marble today. The professor has come. He learned 4 years, he knew all the quarries. He'd go to the neoclassical buildings. In the church, you'll see different parts of a house in the walls of the church. And this is one of the designs that he would have. And the path here is, I think like it's entering this little village area, this beautiful, hidden part of Athens. I mean, if you showed this, somebody say this is a little pathway in Athens, they might not believe it. And you get to what the architects call the Belvedere, where you have a relatively clear view of the Acropolis. Now, you see there's that tree there, and people say, we should cut down one tree for God's sake, so we can have a clear view. This is a pine tree, the most, flammable kind of tree that Greece has, easy to catch fire, and maybe a good reason to cut it, so you have a clear view. It was built to have a clear view, and unbeknownst to me, when I was a little guy, my parents took a picture. I never knew where that picture was taken from. I thought that must be Athens before all the buildings had gone up. No, it's on the Belvedere, just when Pikionis had, this is probably 1960, Pikionis had probably just finished, probably the thing was fresh on our feet. And my parents took me out there. There's me on the left. For some reason, I wanted to be away from the other three. And I tried to find the same thing for my daughter. That's the same stone. It's gotten a little bit. Of course, you don't see the Acropolis. And a lot of people in the landscaping world, they say, we have to make some views. We can move the trees to give that clear view. It's not really that they want the trees there. There's nobody's dealing with them. Nobody's there is a group of people who want to do something with the shrubbery. And again, the humble man in a house he made, Potamiano's home. In the 60s, he died in 1968. And just wanted to read a little bit so I can have my ending that I have here rather than ramble too much. So, he's become a little bit famous. The sad thing is for the Dionisio Aeropagito, which was made by our friend Maria Calzan, some architects for the 2004 Olympics, there is a sign of the architects that worked on the new cobblestone path that was the road. For Pikionis, there's no sign, and people don't really pay attention. I go quite a bit there to see what people are doing as they walk up. And he said he makes them a little bit narrow as you walk up because he knows that you're tired, Pikionis, as you go up, and you're going to look down more, and he put a few more patterns as you look down, except when he begins to respect the Acropolis and has no more patterns. So in the beginning, he has lots of Paul Klee, Kandinsky, and there's a few churches built into the thing, a little bit of Christian symbolism there. But there's no sign that says this is path, because nobody pays attention to the path. In fact, he didn't want people to pay attention to the path much, because he wanted to respect the monument. He wanted you to feel that it was natural. And many people think this is a path that's maybe even been there since ancient times and just been refixed by modern Greece. So the Greek architect Doxiadis, and even Louis Mumford has written about, he visited Pikionis in 1960 and was quite impressed and included his project in his famous book, City and History. Doxiadis wrote that the Hill of the Muses, the new layout, is the most important, most original, and the most Greek monument which our era has created. Another architect says that Pikionis obliges us to bend down and pick up the last remaining crumbs of the pattern, crumbs that are the remnants of a world which is lost. The ancients had a word for those born in the Attic region, which included Athens. They were called Geogenes, born of earth, pronounced Geogenes, I guess in English. Literally translated, it means earthborn. When Hephaestus tried to rape Athena but missed the mark, She wiped the man stream off her leg with a cloth and threw the cloth to the earth. From this improbable union, Hephaestus' seed and fertile Mother Earth, sprang the first human king of ancient Athens, Erechtheus. It can easily be said that Dimitris Pikionis is an original Attic-born citizen, a true Diogenes. So that's my brief presentation. Thanks a lot for